Alright, hello everybody. It's that time. As you can see, I'm just getting back from a trip. We should be landing any moment now. And then we'll jump into the SSC. I've got some messing around I want to do. I need to learn something. I keep bitching about it, but now I have to do it. So we should be back at my station any moment. I had to run out to Elysium. Oh, there that rendered in. I had to run out to Elysium and take some materials out there, but of course I forgot one, so I'll get to do it again later. Believe it or not, I don't have any agitite out there. Of all the things in the to run out of, something so stupid. So we're back to this. Yesterday we were working inside this, working on some beaming. As you can tell, that's a huge project. Yeah, but for at least a little bit today, we're going to jump into the SSC and play around a little bit. I need a hauler. So I think we're gonna mess around with a hauler as a, oh, look at that. That's pretty cool, having that in the background. So, what do I need as a hauler? I need generators. Now I've never messed with a plasma hauler. And the whole point of the hauler is to be landed on the moon, so it needs... Hey Praxis, how are you today? I almost contacted you this morning to see if I could get a little PvP practice outside the stream, but I just got busy. Let's turn that music down. It's just in my head loud, probably. Alright, so I'm trying to... This is the part where I lose motivation immediately. Free fall. Is that you, Brucer? Are you free fall as well? Did you change your name to free fall? I got it. Excellent, excellent. So I need a hauler to go from the planet to my cap ship to haul these materials. I know there's a lot out there, but I also need to get over the fact that I hate the SSC, even though it's a huge part of this game. So, I'm trying to determine how to even start. According to damage, does free fall in Starbase have 17 L's on the end of it too? I don't remember that. I thought it was just plain old free fall. I imagine that's taken though. So, according to damage, I should use let me look. A single 18 ring plasma thruster. No, I don't know. Hey Sasquatch. I don't think he's probably not in the Sasquatch. S-Q-T-C-A. Sasquatch. Yep. Just landed. Starting up the stream. Alright. So let's so 4. Yeah, I didn't think it would be. It's too simple of a name. So we're not going into decals. That's not even devices. Nope, it's going to be under machinery, isn't it? Machinery, thrusters. I don't even know the pieces. Let's see, is there a module? Spaceship module, large spaceship modules. Hardpoint windows, hinges. Parts is parts. Dead is dead, and parts is parts, and dead is parts. Oh, plasma thruster. See, this is what I needed. How do I make it go away from me? There we go. So this is all of the parts I'm assuming that are necessary. Now is this the center? This little thing? Is that the center? So if I did I plan see-through glass for my cap ship? I imagine some of it will be see-through glass. The glass I used over there now is actually to hide stuff. So, but I think anywhere that's gonna be anywhere, let's see, where is that thing? It's right there. So I'm assuming that's the center of the ship. Or that's the center of the thing. There's no automatic way for me to center this, is there? Alright. So we're gonna start with this. We know this doesn't have nearly enough rings though. Alright, let's see what it so at least 9 segments. Yeah, damage said 18. I'm assuming I just add oh, that's waste. So much work. So I think all I need to do properties, you can zero the XYZ. Ay. You're outside of I don't even know how to move things to a specific location. Arcanus. Yeah, he's probably asleep right now. So I'm assuming if we just move this thing out of the way, grab these, copy and paste a bunch of these on there, right? Snap. That won't snap because I didn't get this far enough out of the way. Stop it. You can hold shift and move something and it will copy. Oh, interesting. See? Didn't know that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't understand. That makes everything so much easier. I didn't know that. Except it didn't work. Was it too long? Am I going out of the end? Is that the... See, the questions I always have are, how do you know how many rings? Like, oh, I missed a couple of ring segments there. I think 22 is the max for most hangar halls. Probably. I think this is going to be 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Or, I'm not quite sure how I did that, but he says 18. I don't understand the math behind it at all. How you determine how many rings you need. So he says like this. And then I need you see, this is the part that frustrates the shit out of me. Yeah, I don't care about the ore. The cost is irrelevant to me at this point. It's the experience. But like, now, do I have to use large generators and large thrusters and those? Nope, small gens are plenty and not even that many. So I can do a regular, but how many? That's the... You can't figure out how big the ship needs to be. If, calculator and brain use it. Well, here's the deal is I don't even know what I'm calculating. I don't know what to calculate. This is why you just buy ships. Yeah. I'm here. I'm just thinking. I You sent a tool to help. The unofficial Starbase tools. Everything you need in Starbase. Oh, that does look... Number of ore crates. What is... Box thrusters... Plasma thruster bodies. What is the plasma thruster frame, capacitors, cores? And then these ones are supports. Do I... Yeah, I guess oh. I literally have no idea. It's more like it's I don't know how to explain why it's so frustrating to me. This is where easy build would come in, because I would totally use that. And it's not that I feel like I'm telling you I'm stupid. I'm not. I can figure this out. There's just... I don't want to build a rectangle.
Hello.
Oh.
Hello. Can I help?
Let me see. Let me see. Oh, hi, Brewster. I'm still not used to your voice. It's one of those things, like, it's not that I'm lost. It's like, how do you know where to start?
Okay, yeah, I see your frustration. The tool I give you, you can calculate how much rings you need to thrust full crates at the speed, desired speed.
All
You
right.
enter the plasma thrusters rings, you enter the number you desire, example 8, and then you put number of crates, the number you want to hold, and then it gives you the speed with lithium inside of it, in the right side.
So let's say if I want to do 1,000 crates, right? I
Yeah.
want something that hauls 1,000 crates, and then you want to put how to with like it.
You want to use the rings plasma. Then you go to the plasma side, plasma thrusters body. You
Yep.
have one, it's the top of it, and then you put the number of rings, one, and then you Put 2 and so forth till you reach the desired speed.
Okay, so currently it's how. So if I've got 1 and 1 in here, and 1,000 crates. Yeah. It says I'm going to do 150 meters a second. That can't possibly be right.
That's empty.
Empty.
Yeah, full crates there. 80.
I see forward speed, flight times, energy.
Forward speed, full crates there.
Oh, full crates, half crates. Okay.
Okay, then you have the speed you were going to. Okay, we aren't calculating the thrusters for the reverse and everything else. Of course, the generators, we haven't input that, but only to have an idea, only to the plasma thrusters, you can. The body, it's only the top, the end of it. You not only need one.
You only need one. So increasing the number of bodies doesn't change anything.
Not much. Only you can duplicate the thrusters.
Oh, I see. So if you only need one, if that's for dual thrusters as opposed to.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I'm only doing a single length of thrusters, then you only need one thruster body. All right. Hold on. I'm missing a bunch of comments. Let's see. There are known formulas. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything helpful that anybody said. I think I need Hapsy's help. Yeah. Just unlocked crafting rocket launchers. That's good, Sasquatch. Actually, the amount of rings you have. The eye done by Arcanist has twin plasma. I've seen 3 plasmas on something, but that seems incredibly unnecessary.
Even 4.
Yeah, Mazra, you can stuff it. I want a cooler, easy build mode that doesn't require rectangles. All right. So that's. So then we just have to keep increasing the number of rings until we reach whatever speed. So if I want to do somewhere, and this includes Lucium.
Yes.
So if I want max speed, I can't. I'm never gonna reach max speed. So he said 18 rings, but I don't know. That's only going to get just over 100, which is fine.
Yeah, it's fine. You don't hold full Lucium normally.
Yeah, right? So, all right. So that's gonna. So 18 rings is probably fine. All right. Then how do you know how many generators and things you need?
Okay. You have the in the right side energy fuel, total propellant, heat dissipation, energy generation.
Yep.
If you start to increase the generation tier 3, example, you have the values that will change, and it will say you how much you will need.
Okay, and what about large generators as opposed to?
For now, you see it's red.
Yes.
Energy drain thrusters is red. You increase it till it's blue. Only that.
All right, yeah, we're not going to use T1s. We'll end up using T2s just because that's. Now that's fuel chambers, and you just want to do generators, though, correct?
Yeah.
So. Oh, I see energy generation. So it should. There you go. That should go. I would need at least 17 generators, which 18 would be 6, right? So if you did 3 apiece, and that's only gonna. Well, this is only a hauler, so I don't have to worry about lasers or anything.
Yeah. And then the full chambers depend of the layout you put the generators in. Normally 1 full chamber because of the heat, 3 generators and so forth.
All right, and then you need to know on propellant tanks on how long it's going to go. Yep.
Yeah.
So this guy is only designed to go from the surface to the ship, so it doesn't need very much. You can. So it needs at least 2. We need at least 6 fuel chambers with 18 generators, and that's for.
Advice for a hauler, you can put 1,200 crates.
Okay. And why is that opposed to say 1,300 or 1,500? What's the?
You have a voxel limit then.
All right. So you get the issue becomes the issue becomes the voxel limits.
Yes, because then you have to add now the thrusters for the directions, the backwards, and so forth.
Right. I get. So then, now when we start adding maneuvering thrusters, What does that change?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Only the speed, because it comes, it will be heavier.
Got you.
Of
That
course.
makes sense. So how do you determine? And now it's going to be, you're going to do box thrusters or triangles, whichever one. And the more you use the, now we're talking maneuverability as to
Yes,
how many
exactly.
of those you
That
use.
that you will test when you have your ship. Then you put one box, then you two if you need more, and so forth.
I got you. So you just work with the understood.
Yeah, that's the tool. There is only to have an idea of how many parts you need.
Okay, then we can start. Now that I have an idea that I'm going to need at least 18, probably more than that, probably 20 rings, just because the weight is going to go up. But then you start adding other thrusters. It doesn't have to be more rings.
If you add more rings, then maybe you have a limit voxel, then you have the decreased crate and so forth.
Right. So rings, I'm assuming, take a lot more voxel volume than box thrusters or triangle thrusters.
Can be.
They can be
The
up.
The one thing I will start with doing a ship like that, it's the crates, the layout of the crates and how you bolt it,
Right,
the
because
crates.
bolting
Because
sucks. Yeah.
if you use auto bolt, it will use too much bolts. Then you have the limit of the bolts.
All right. So then we need to start thinking about what the ship is actually going to look like.
Yeah, exactly. But so you will have a little more help with this tool to have an idea.
Yes, thank you so much. That's going to be a big help because
So,
it's kind of you're overwhelmed right off the bat. If
yeah, I see. That's why
this
I come in action, because I see you overwhelming with that. No problem.
box, Praxis says make a box. Oh, I'm. It always hurts me inside when I see ships that are a box. I understand that the game really just wants rectangles. That's the game. That's what it wants. It wants rectangles. But
Or efficiency
well, for
of
efficiency,
parts.
yeah, that's just what it wants.
Yeah, that the people want.
Yeah, but you want it to, as a designer, you want the ship to look, well, you're either wanting the ship to be super efficient or you want it
Yeah,
to look nice. And I understand
exactly.
that there's a balance in between those things. Like the surfacer, there's no reason for it to look anything other than what it looks. Like it's perfect for the task, and it's not like a show-off vehicle. That's not the purpose. You didn't build it for that. You built it to be super efficient, and it is. Yeah, no one buys Duratec ships to actually use. Well,
Exactly.
but you can. I mean, it's like Ark's ships. You know, his ships. Yes, they're not the most efficient at something because guess what? He gave up efficiency for. You can balance design and effectiveness. You just can't have both balance. I mean, there is a balance. It's just in the middle. You don't get to have it both ways. So
I'm with you. That I have the same opinion as you.
yeah, like
You can't have both.
you can't have both. You can't you can't have all the way. It's like a slider with design on one end and efficiency on the other, and you have to choose where along that scale you're willing to compromise. I mean, because look at Freelancer's ships. His ships are incredibly efficient, but they're all either cubes or rectangles because he put that slider all the way at efficient. And that's what this game wants. If you want efficiency, then it would be if you want efficiency, you're going to end up with squares or rectangles or some sort of flat shape. So, but I don't want to give up on some of the design aesthetics right away. My brain won't let me do that. So let's okay, so we have to start. Your suggestion is to start with the crates and figure out what the orientation of the crates are going to be.
Yeah.
Now, this particular ship, I do not have to worry about any sort of avoidance, and I don't have to worry about asteroids. Like, those for this job, none of those are really an issue because you're going to be going from the capital ship to the surface. So I've been thinking, all right, let's try and find the. Am I projecting into the future? Oh, is good praxis projecting into the future? All right, so let's start with crates, which. No, I don't want to lock those. I want to crate. It's under devices and cargo. So we're gonna say this is the middle of the ship. It's not gonna. Is there any way to keep your build centered, or does it just wherever it is in the? No.
You can change it all at once.
Yeah, you just grab it in pieces.
No,
you grab
the
whole.
ship you have built.
Yeah, you grab everything and then move it to the center. Yeah, and this particular hauler is just designed to go from the surface. Wait, I can just shift. Let's see. This way. And the thing is, how do you get 1,500 or 1,000 crates? So I'm thinking that the ship is going to be kind of triangular, I guess is the term. With the top being the point. So it'll be long. But how do I figure out the math? All right, that's not.
Don't forget the beams because
that's...
you must bolt the crates to the beams.
Yeah, I was thinking that the beams would be like in between, oh, that's right. You have to be able to bolt it. Well, if I do a single row and I put the beams on, or a double row, and I have the beams on the inside and the outside, I guess.
You can duplicate that and put a beam in the center. So one beam holds two crates.
Oh yeah.
One side of another.
I see. Oh, I don't want to move that. I want to shift and move that. So if I did, this crate on the top becomes an issue, but
no.
I think if
it's doable.
Oh, I guess you can get if you put a beam in there.
Yeah.
You'd be able to hit this one with some bolts. Okay.
Yeah. Or blobs.
Oh, weld blocks. Yes. I think I watched you do weld blocks. No, it wasn't you. It was Cerulean weld blocked his Badger. All 1,000 crates were small weld blocks. It was the most painful thing in the world to watch. Alright, so if we do turn that one off.
Don't forget, your ship must be equilibrated because of the thrust. If you have one single thruster in the center, it must be in the center because of the equilibrium.
Oh, that's right. That's another thing, is you've got to keep the weight and thrust. So how do you... That's why, I mean, and that's why you end up with ships that are like rectangles, is because you can't get very creative unless you're going to mess with you're going to have to move things around to make it. That's super stupid. Wow. This is why you guys end up in the SSC and never come out.
Yeah.
Is because you just sit here and stare at it blankly for a while. So if I do, can you do crates? Oh, I'm holding shift. Get rid of those. Guys, you just have to bear with me. I have no idea what I'm doing, and it's like it's painful when you're starting out, I guess.
I will teach you something so
Go ahead.
It's easier for next time. You can make groups of an item. If, example, you have already bolted crates to the beam.
Oh, the modules, yeah.
Yeah, you know how to use that.
Yes, I do know how to make modules, and then you just copy and paste it, so you don't have to do everything.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out how big it has to be to get to 1,000 crates. You know what I mean? It's. Let's see. Not the building budget. the material cost. It's this one. I just wanted to see, we're at 50 crates here. 52 crates. So I don't... That's not very... I mean, to be honest, this is tiny still at this point. But I'm solely working for a shape at this point that makes me happy. So if I... So this will take beams on the inside and the outside. Come on, move. There we go. Which one is it? It's this one. Oh, that's a nice number, 64. I'm trying to... Oh, I don't know what it to look like. I mean, without a concept to start with. How long did it take you to make the surfacer before you gave it to Ouroboros?
1 or 2 days.
Wow, that's incredible. I would
That's
spend 1 or
a
2
box.
days just staring at these crates.
Yeah, but mine is a box. That's easier.
I don't want a box.
Yeah, that's why you will have to have more time to do it. You have to reflect in it.
I understand. Like, I don't ever begrudge anybody for making boxes, because that's really what Starbase wants at this point, is just boxes. And maybe someday that'll change. They'll adjust how the thrust to weight ratios works. All right, so that's 96 crates. And then if we, all right, so it would be 10 times that long. Which isn't horrible. All right, let's stick some. Let's see what that looks like. Now, is there anywhere in here that gives you like the length of the ship or the dimensions of the ship?
No, you must calculate it manually.
Oh, see, that seems like a terrible thing. So that's 300 crates.
You can make a meter in the designer. You put a rangefinder with a battery, and then you have with the display that tells you the distance.
See, that makes
So you
sense
can
in
measure things.
test mode. How accurate is that?
Meter. It's yeah, very accurate.
You're not gonna snap to those? Snapping is... Okay, apparently it doesn't want to snap those together. Did I turn snapping off somewhere? So that snaps. Actually, I know what I'm gonna... Give me a second. So...
Copy on only one row.
Yeah, it doesn't... So I would need... come on. So, after I spoke to you this morning, I had both accounts running. One was on the moon, and I wasn't doing anything. He was just standing next to the surfacer. See, that's in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He was standing next to the surfacer, and I was flying a hauler down to the station. And as soon as the hauler got within a kilometer, the surfacer re-rendered. You know how they just do that sometimes. I don't know if it's switched hosting or whatever, but it re-rendered 5 kilometers up in space.
Okay.
So it like teleported my alt character and the surfacer 5 kilometers straight up. And all of a
Sometimes
sudden we were just in space, in gravity. So the ship immediately started falling, and because he wasn't seated in it, it was falling away from him. It was just like, what the hell happened? So
yeah, that's Starbase.
it was the craziest thing. Well, luckily, I had my main character was connect to the reconstruction machine, and I insurance transferred to the surfacer and was able to land it. But the other character had to fly 5 kilometers back to.
One advice:
Yep.
when that happens, your ship is falling in the gravity, and you don't have any endo in the ship. You can go to the main menu, and come back. And the time the ship takes to load, you can advance with your endo through the ship.
Just keep doing it until you get
Yeah,
there.
yes.
All right. So apparently I cannot snap that many crates together there.
No, make one row by row.
So if I just do one row, control copy. Oh, that wasn't one row. So it doesn't like it doesn't like when there's a whole bunch of things selected all at the same time. It just can't compute
The
that, I'm
problem,
assuming. Where'd it go? Oh, this is painful to do. How many rows do we need? 4,
you
40.
are copying. You don't need to do that.
Just
You
shift and drag.
and drag. Yeah. You get advantage of it.
I should like it's not that I'm like I use software like this all the time. I use Fusion 360, I use Blender. I have no issues with that. But in those you don't move around the object really. The object kind of spins around in front of you. You know, it stays in the center of the screen and it rotates in front of the camera. It as opposed to you flying around in this weird space.
Yeah.
Trying to so that's 500 crates there. So if I were to, I'm just trying to get a concept of size.
One issue with this design, you are top heavy.
Yeah, I see that. Because you'd have to, it's always, the thrust is always going to be above the, or below the center. The center of mass will be above the center of thrust.
When you have some thrusters put in and everything bolted, you can see where says visualization tool. You can put there the center of the mass of the center of the thrust, so you have a point that helps you.
Yeah, there's center of mass and thrust.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, these are not bolted at this point, so they're each individually.
Exact.
And there's no thrust. But, like you're saying, it's top heavy.
It will be, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, it will be. I just want something that's different, but the game just doesn't want that. So, let's see, if we do that... Right, just this.
One idea, the row that makes the point up, the point up,
Yep.
you can divide it in the bottom, so you can put the generators in the middle, or something else, you know.
Oh,
so you
yeah.
can divide a little bit more the weight.
I see. I'm just kind of trying to I should start up with some sort of a concept before I start, because this is kind of pointless at this point. Alright, you know what? This project I'm gonna have to think about. Let's try and make something a little easier that I can get my head wrapped around. All right, so all right. So the thing that I use all the time that I don't have is there's loads and loads of little station hoppers, but I'd like one that has a couple of seats, and I want it to not look stupid. So, oh, this is all the same problem with me. Is conceptually figuring something out. I could figure out huge projects. These tiny little ones with all the little nuances are a struggle for me. And it's mostly because I don't want to make a square. Like I can.
For a hopper,
yeah, go ahead.
yeah. For a hopper, you need a chassis and a motor.
Yeah,
you
well,
must start with that.
I made one. I've built a hopper, but it looks just like a hopper. Like, you know, this is my own. We made this one session. It's just a hopper, but it's super boring.
Yeah. You can modify it and put it a shell, a nice shell.
Yeah,
so you can.
it's certainly not fast enough. It is super duper slow, and it. Oh, why does the screen do that? And it's super slow, and it has no controls. It has all of the manual, but there's no indications at all. It flies fine, but it's super slow.
You can upgrade it to tier 2 thrusters and
Yeah.
tier 3.
So I know it does work, and it's dirt cheap. But the idea is I'd rather something a little nicer, because it's just it's fun to fly. I had forgotten the radiator on it originally, and it just would. It's like riding a bull as the generator kicks on and off. It's just all over the place. All right, so let's think about a little. And the other thing is, I dislike ships that don't have. By the way, hi, dirty human. That don't have a cockpit, like that's just a seat bolted to something. All right, so let's think about. So if I want it to have at least a couple of seats. So my module designs, those are just thrusters. I need to make because the stupid pilot chair thing doesn't work, right? You use a pilot chair, and I guess if I use the stand, you have to bolt them strangely together. Isn't that right?
You can bolt the seat to a beam too.
Yeah.
Or plate.
So I don't need. I was thinking there's something crazy you have to do with those, but so we have not the stand, the pilot chair. And what are the other chairs called? The ones that aren't pilot chairs. Any idea what they're called? Passenger chairs. That way they can't control the ship, right? These ones don't control the ship.
Nope.
These are what I should have used on my surfacer. Alright, so if I want a little 3-seater, let's say, and I want it to be something a little more interesting than... I've been at this for 45 minutes already, and I don't have a single thing down. This is what frustrates me. I'm not quite sure why I can look at this giant thing and see something and figure it out. But these 3 chairs, I just can't do the same thing.
You make your caps with beams. You start with the beams. Yeah. You can't make the same thing here. Start with beams to make the layout, and then you put the chairs and so forth. Maybe it can help you.
Yeah, I mean that was the thing. I did a big wire frame here to get the
Yeah.
shape sorted out.
Try to build it like your cap with beams, plates, and
Yeah.
then go from there.
All right, give me a
So maybe
second.
it helps you in your head.
Let me look up something. See if I can use something for a reference image. Just give me a second. Okay. Let's try. I need a straight beams. 192. I think. Oh. Oh. Okay. Beams. The moving around in here is always going to make me uncomfortable. I gotta put it down, then rotate it. And then move it.
You have shortcuts for that.
Yeah, I have the
Keyboard.
keypad, yeah. I do end up using the shortcuts. Shift, and then I can do that, and then I can rotate it. Because that rotated not quite how I was. I think I'm off axis is part of the problem. Oh. Just give me this one and let it turn. Alright. Now I'm back on axis. Okay. The spacebar to move up and down really throws me.
You hit space and you can go up and down.
Yep, that's it. For whatever reason, that is a very cumbersome motion to me. That spacebar thing. So this one, rotate. I guess I could have copied that one. All right. Now we put all these together. And hi, Django. Something's not right. This one's not in the right spot. Now, how are you doing today, Django? Now we're gonna use this kind of as a cockpit shape. Let's see what we have for windows. There's curved windows, canopy windows. I should have looked at some of these sizes first. It's actually almost the exact same size. That's funny. Almost. What's different about it? Oh, it's do and undo and do and undo. This is probably not the right corner as part of it. Not quite the right corner. That's 96 maybe. Rotate. I really have a lot of respect for you guys who do this all the time, because this is... I used to, when I played originally, I did a lot more of this, and I didn't find it quite so frustrating. Now it is super duper frustrating. Alright, so that's probably how that's supposed to be. Why won't you? Need to rotate it. Once you get used to it, you'll be hooked. I don't, everybody says that, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I don't know if you can tell it, but I'm really, really frustrated already. And most of it is just my own conceptual issues. Like, and some stupid, weird stuff. To rotate. It really frustrates me when I'm unable to do something, like beat Praxis at PvP. Yesterday was super frustrating. Especially since I started out well yesterday. Yesterday started out really well. And then it didn't go so well after that. I was able to get kill Vega and Doggo, but I wasn't able to hit Praxis at all. Don't turn. Alright. So if we're gonna conceptually, I'm gonna use that as my front of the ship. So something along those lines. How do I make the rest of this? And then there's the angles. If you want to do anything with angles, plating becomes an issue, yes. And how do I get in? Yeah, I think my issue is like I want to build something, but I don't have a solid concept, and without a solid concept, I'm just flailing. And I want to do stuff with review the stream, take note of his methods, and then he'll know how. It's oh, I don't know. What?
Well, PowerPoint, I must go. Have a nice stream.
Thank you for your help today. I really do appreciate it. I know it's frustrating to watch me, that's for sure.
No, it's fun.
All right, you have a good day.
You struggle. Okay, you too. Bye.
Bye bye. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I don't want to save. I just want to exit. I'm losing my patience, and I don't want to do that. Okay, so when I say file, exit without saving. There we go. Okay, I'm missing the other side of the conversation because he feels he moves sideways a lot. File, Won't even let me... Oh, push no. Thank you. Alright, you know what? I'm just saying F that. Where is... I need Badger-tastic. Spawn. Alright, I'm gonna have to have a much better concept when I go in there. Because I just... I really wanted to learn in there, and I'm just gonna have to do it on my time, because it's almost embarrassing to stream it. It actually is embarrassing. Because I feel so lost. I just don't have enough hours in the day to spend in there effing around. I have to go back to Origin for that. And a part of it is I don't have a concept. The concepts I do have are almost impossible with the limitations of the SSC. So it's not even limitations of the SSC. The SSC is very, very flexible. Like, you can come up with most things, but I'm just gonna have to F around in there. And I don't know. It's super frustrating. Turn you off. Why are you going up? Turn you back on. Go back down. Go down. I don't know why you keep coming back up. See, and the frustrating thing here is this: I know what the ship needs. I know how to put them together. I know the concepts that I want to do. It's just making them within the limitations of the angles in the frames and what plates can cover things, and it's like I'm missing that creative. Well, I mean, I could take any ship blueprint and piss around with it. Like, I know how to make generators, and I know what generators require to go, and like a lot of the mechanics and the details I understand. It's like when I worked on I almost more enjoy it more in space, and maybe that's what I should just start doing, is building it in space. But I want to learn the SSC. It's just I can't explain to you how frustrating that is. Especially when something like a project like this isn't daunting to me at all. Like this thing, 50 zones, 48 zones, doesn't scare me in the least. It's not even scare. It doesn't frustrate me in the least. But conceptually, I just struggle in the SSC, and I need to dig through another 1,000 images online to find what I'm going to make, so that I have something to build towards, like I did with this. Oh, look, there's a few things not connected in here. I guess we haven't gone down this far yet. We still have the top of this thing to do. Like, none of this bothers me a bit. And I don't know why the... Sir Float-a-Lot. This is actually a capital ship. But yeah, it's I think I'm going to use the term sizable. So many lines it makes it solid pink, yeah. But look, my frame optimization's at 68%. So let's turn this off. it's funny part is doing this doesn't intimidate me. That's the word. No way, hot damn. I just came back from a 1.5 year hiatus. That's really cool to see. So this well, welcome back for one thing. I'm happy to see everybody come back. This project is intentionally a silly size. Like it's intentionally too big. I can bring up a reference image here. What we're going towards. Let's see if it pops up there. Did the reference image pop up for you guys? Ooh, that's gonna be tricky. Let's take one of these out and see. I might have to remove these and put plates in, which isn't a big deal. Yeah, this section's gonna have to just get smaller. Yeah, this beam is intentionally a quarter of a block off so it fits in between these plates and you don't see it. So it's supposed to hide it. These framing modules are too thick and I'm just gonna have to use frames, which is not a big deal at all. It's not like I won't use them somewhere else. I'm good on allium now. I finally was able to create a couple of storage spheres. Yes, the name of the ship is Vasaskepet. Do you happen to know what that is? Because it's a weird reference if you do. You don't happen to be Swedish, do you? I mean, I wouldn't see anybody else knowing that. My great-grandpa's cousin was the dude who got out of the water. Yeah, a lot of people died when that went down. So, for those of you who don't know, the Vasaskepet is, it's Swedish, and it stands for the king's ship. And it was I suppose it was supposed to be a battleship, but it was designed really, really poorly, and it sunk in the harbor because it had too many guns and it was too heavy. But they were able to recover it, and it's in a museum in Sweden now. But it sank on like its first voyage. It didn't actually even go anywhere, if I'm correct with the story. So we'll see. Oh, I probably didn't have to remove all those. Well, to make the plating match I will. But we'll see how this goes. Yeah, the Vasaskepet was somebody brought it up. That's the whole ship that's in the museum. Yep. The entire ship is in the museum. Oh, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous ship. So let's see. If I put that there, that won't join anything. Look, it's like a third of a block off this way too. Yeah, if you Google the Vasaskepet, it's an incredible ship. I don't know how they got it out of the bottom of the harbor, but they did, and it's in a museum. Well, that's kind of the idea. Is this ship is it may sink on its first voyage. It's kind of what I was getting at. Now, will one fit there? Trying to make this symmetrical isn't always easy. Yeah. Now let's take a... There's not much. They were only able to get a little few beams out of the Mary Rose, weren't they? Just like the keel of the ship and some of the ribs. Oh, well that did a lot, actually. Look at that. If we have one more cross piece... where? There we go, turn pink. Kind of here somewhere. So if we do it this way, the fact that you know what the Vasa Skepet is pretty crazy. I don't. One of my viewers brought it up once. He was Swedish, and then I went and researched it, and I thought it was pretty awesome. My other capital ship is called the Cinco Chagas, which means the 5 wounds. It was a treasure ship that was also sunk. It was Portuguese, not Swedish, though. Alright, let's see. Did we... Oh, I'm at a weird... Okay, does that get this whole side? I'm like stuck in this little... See, it's crazy. It's like I see all these pink lines and they don't bother me a bit, but when I get in that SSC, holy crap, my brain like locks up as to what I have to do. And then doing it on stream is embarrassing. Because you guys are able to finish a ship in days, and I can't barely get the frame done in days. I need to get in the right... Oh, are these in the... Oh, these might be trouble. This edge piece might be trouble because it's in this side, and I don't think a... Yeah, these are not gonna work. There's no way to get a frame because they're in this build zone. They have to be supported by something on this side. How close do I have to get with a... I don't know, maybe we'll burn that boat when we come to it. Those might have to go, even though I really think they're necessary, or I might have to do something different there. Alright, let's get ourselves back in here. Can I squeeze up there? No, I cannot squeeze up there. Damn it. I know where I can go. We'll just make a hole. Okay. This is where we were at yesterday. That got rid of almost everything. If I run one, instead of on the inside of this, if I run it on the outside, I can probably get rid of that completely. And that'll be less of an issue. Ha! So this ship is... I should... I've only got... We'll go outside. I've only got this one section that... And it's far from done, but it's conceptually worked out. Let me take you on a little tour. We'll sneak out my Minecraft entrance here. So this one side, we've got it decorated, and this is going to be like a shuttle bay. There's still painting and things to do, but the concept is in. So this is just covered down here. It's just dead space. But there will be 6 of these. You see, there's one will go there, one will go on this side, and then the other side will match. So this is conceptually where we are. So that's a big chunk of the ship is these modules that there's 6 of. The hidden hall section. Oh, the doors here? I'm actually very pleased with the way this is turning out. Now is the framing, which is... Oh, the frame of the hall. Oh, these rafters? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, you mean the hangar hall, like because you can't see the frame? Oh, yeah. That I really, that was kind of the main driving factor, was I did not want you to see the hall at all. Can I get you to go where you need to go? What if I peek in there at a different angle? There we go. Okay, is that it? Yeah, so I didn't want to see the, I didn't want to see those at all. You can see actually they're just outside this because this makes a turn there. I wanted these to be like little shuttle bays. Now a pretty big ship will fit in here, but it does have some limitations because you can only spawn a ship that is smaller than the shortest dimension. So the height is really the shortest dimension. So if you have anything that's longer than this height, you'll not be able to spawn it. So it's more decoration. This entire ship is really just a, I guess you'd call it a dick measuring contest. It's just to be enormous. It could technically be another zone longer. And then there is a full-sized spawn anything hangar in the middle, which will be completely enclosed. That'll have a nice entrance down to it. And then so that makes number 7. And then I'm thinking there will be a hangar hall in this forward section as well that's specifically designed to hold dark we use storage spheres. So it'll be just bigger than a storage sphere, and it'll have an entrance that walks right out. So once you spawn the ship, there'll be a walkway right to where that storage sphere spawns. And being that it's a sphere, it shouldn't matter how it orients itself. And then this portion up here, this kind of from this beam up until the nose, not all the way into the nose, but the base of this diagonal will be the bridge. So we're gonna make a bridge in this area, and then it'll lead down to the main floor that runs to the back, which will be at the top of this level. And you can see back there, this diagonal part will be the maintenance. I guess what would you call it? Engineering. If you're a Star Trek fan, that all my devices will be back in this section, all the prop tanks and Xorium processing, and then the hexagon in the back will be all the thrusters. So there's gonna be lots of dead space you just can't get to because there's no use of it. Like this entire section here is open underneath. There's nothing to do there. I might work some rooms into there, whether we make quarters for people that that would be like I'm completely blanking on the words. My words are not working. They would just be living space. There'd be some rooms in there, or storage spaces. I thought about putting some rooms that are full of store ore cubes, those sorts of things. But I have no idea what to do with these front saddlebags, I called them. I don't know what you want to call them. But I'm trying to see if I can get a better view. But this is where we are. It's big. There's no question it's big. Now I have to figure out how to frame it so that everything is supported. And that's kind of where we're at. But I was going to do SSC stuff today, but I just can't bring myself to. It's super embarrassing to work in there for me. But I can do this. It makes no sense to me. Okay. So if I put a beam across this way, I should be able to support. Oh, that won't work. Can I get one in front of it? That's really the important one, is the end one. Yeah, I can. Wow, that's nice. Let's turn this on. Yeah, and then if I run this all the way across. Nope, that can't be a 1. Dang it. I need 5, so a 2, then a 1, then a 2. That way we can't, they won't switch ever. Come on, rotate. There, now it's rotated. Wouldn't spin there for a second. This should knock all the pink off of this front side. I'm trying to figure out how much allium I'm going to have to make. And I unfortunately think it's going to be an absolutely absurd amount. I don't know what to do there because I have to start over here first. Oh, I guess it ends up... Yeah, it ends up there. So I need a single that goes this way. There's so many experiments I want to do to narrow down on exactly how beaming works. And I think the only way I'm going to do that... Oh, I had a single. Didn't I just have a single here on the other one? I had a single and then I had fours. Is it different? It shouldn't be different. Oh, that is right. I had some weird stuff at the end there. Okay. We'll have to do it the same way then. I'm talking to myself, I apologize. So on this side, on the other side, I started this direction. I know it seems stupid, but I really do try to make everything symmetrical. So let's see, I needed... Sadly, I cannot offer you a rocket launcher unless we get you some targium. Did this not? Oh, I can't start this way. I did a 2. And then will a 4 fit in there? No, a 4 will not fit in there. How many do we have? There's 3 different. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. How many do we have on this side? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be like this. That's 3. Can we go 4 each way? That's 4. And 4, and that leaves 3 in the middle, which the only way to get 3 is through singles. 1, 2, 3. Alright, now I need to redo the other side. But I also need to support this, so a single. Let's see how far over we can go and still support this. That'll work. Can we go over one more? I'm trying to do as few beams as possible, so... Can I go over one more? I don't think I can. I don't think that one's gonna work. Nope, not quite. Okay. Can't go quite that far. I was really trying to stretch that out there. Alright, take these down. Let's see. Sir Floatalot, did you say that you're Swedish, or you just know somebody that was on that ship? Do I have any? So how far over? Looks like this is pink. You're Swedish, yeah. So there's been a few Swedish players that have come through. At least 2 others. Lingen is Swedish. And there was one more, and I cannot remember who it was. But they suggested the name, He actually asked how much he would have to pay to make me name it that. And I didn't. That wasn't the reason that I did it, but it was. It did make me go look it up. I'd love to see that museum. Okay, so we can go here because the ship is absolutely gorgeous. If you've not seen the Vasa Skepet, you should go to that museum. That ship looks just amazing. Now, I call it Vasa Skepet, but isn't it like there's a different sound in there? It's like an S, like a Skepet. There's a it's not as straightforward as I'm making it. Are these pink or no? There's so many pink lines I can't tell. It's more like the English sound. Shepet. As in ship. Vasa Shepet. You nailed it. Excellent. Let's see, is this enough? Yeah, I bet if you're Swedish, it seems a strange name to make a capital ship, but somebody brought it up and I thought it was an awesome looking ship. And it also, this may very well sink in the harbor, so it seemed fitting. Why do I keep lining up inverted around your ship? I don't know. Maybe you're a terrible pilot like I am. Alright, let's see. If that... Can I get close enough? So, I'm gonna need something different. So I've got to be over one more, it looks like. Will that do it? Yep, that'll get those. I'm gonna have to do something over there. So, yep, this will come straight across and it'll be fine. That didn't sound right. I did work with Brewster a little bit today, and he was able to help me set up Sandboxy to work, which I now think is awesome. Oh, look, it's not catching those. Do I need to be down one more? Okay, Sandboxy lets you open up more than one Steam account if you have more than one Steam account. So I can run this character and I could run a second. Yep, it's a second photo. You run Steam through it, not necessarily the game, but it lets you run. If you have multiple Steam accounts, you can run them at the same time. Which I do. Does that catch those? You know what? I'm gonna have to... I might just have to beam the opposite direction underneath to catch all that stuff. Yeah, Sandboxy is a program that just that automatically lets you run. I would call it. It's got to be similar. So yeah, I run a surface mining account in the background, so that I can. But I'm probably going to end up with a third one. So let's see if I do this. And this, does that catch those? Yep. So I run the surface miner on the Elysium in the background. Like I'm not right now because it It's definitely takes some resources, like computer-wise, it takes some resources. But I was running it earlier in the background, and it worked beautifully. Alright, so that's not in the right. Oh! There's Sasquatch. Why are you upside down? So I'm gonna need it to be. Come on, just there. Now, for symmetry's sake, I have to go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, nope. Don't. You can't say that because I totally had it upside down once, and I took it all apart and I made it the other way. So it is definitely not upside down as far as the game is concerned. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 6 this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why do I feel weird now? Am I crouching? No. So in order to have symmetry and 2 extras, you gotta do this and put a 4 in the middle. Now it's symmetrical both ways. You're excited about your new guns? Alright, now what if we run... Can I catch 2 of these? Maybe? If I run... Oh, can I not put it under here? No, I can't. I don't think this is going to be close enough otherwise. Does that catch that? That does, but the first one doesn't, I don't think. Give me a second and I'll get you some whatever you want. So I'm gonna have to have it underneath here, but I can't put one there. And that's not enough contact. I think these will be plenty of contact though, so. Well, so we'll have to do a single. Oh, that's long. I don't even have to go any further than that. Alright, if I take this one off, you can put a half cuboid and get it to be okay, but only if you okay half attachment point. Yeah, I'm not gonna jank it, just not gonna do it. So we're gonna try and not be janky with the half attachment points. Like, I just want to make it a half. I don't think I have to be that close, anyways. So that didn't cut it. It probably doesn't do anything until I have a beam, does it? Still not? It's really hard to see with all these stupid lines. No, we still need one more. Alright, so it's gonna have to... I can't catch 2 with... Oh, it's so hard to see. So look at all those extra beams. So it needs to be... it needs to be at least... It needs to be at least here. Alright, now let's turn that back on. Let's see. Put the pink lines behind me. Nope, I got lag. Okay. So that... I'm gonna need one for each, so I might as well... I was kind of disappointed. I wish could just lower all of these. Yeah, that's probably the best thing to do. That one has to be up high. But if I take these ones out, like if I just take these out and replace them, just move them down a block. Yeah. Alright, let's turn this off so we can see. And then I'm going to end up taking these. If you put in an F1 ticket and get this dev... oh no. Oh no. We're doing this. We're doing this. I am not cheating. I've been spouting that I know how to do this. So now I can't put one under there. Because of this stuff. There's got to be a way for me to attach. So if I just do like this, I'm not gonna do it janky and I'm not gonna cheat. So if I then do it down here, we run these all the way across. 2, 3. Please don't. I've got too much pride at this point to shortcut it like that. Now let's turn back on the massacre of site and see if it oh, there's a couple little pieces there. If I move it over one, does that help? Two? I would think that that would that still doesn't reach. That one. We'd have to move it over 2. Really? To catch the fronts of those. Just need a single in some of these corners. Though it might make you angry if you do frames that only serve to cancel pink. Yeah. So I told myself that I would not just stick single frames in places to make the pink go away. If they weren't connected to the frame, I wasn't doing it. I'm trying to keep at least like an 80, an 85 or better frame score. That's kind of my mental goal. How much that actually happens, I don't know. So turn that back. There's so many pink lines. It's just crazy. But I did build this without any. I built it without any frames at all to begin with, so it was kind of gonna happen that I was gonna have a lot of pink. And this is actually a lot less pink than was initially. So I did, in order to make these lines as long as possible and to have decent connections, we're attempting to do this a little differently. So I did the entire wireframe first. That's 2, 4, 5. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I come 6 the other way, let me see. Here's Skaswatch. Ships, storage, sphere. It says other station. Oh, there it is. Oh, I see it. So if you go down to the ships, oh, that's only going to give you allium. Access, Sasquatch. There's definitely allium in that storage sphere that I just gave you operator to, and if you're nearby, oh, you went over there. I can give you allium, and then if you're close enough to trade, can we trade? No, you're too far away to trade. I can probably give you Baltium out of my inventory, and then you can do whatever it is you feel like doing. Okay, so we need to go 1. I have like 1,000, 2, 3, 4. I made 1,000 allium the other day. If you want to talk about painful. The best part is it's extra. Oh, there, you're right there. It's extra painful knowing that there's a cheat. Where's the trade? Am I too far away still? Social, Sasquatch, request to trade. There we go. Where do you go for that sphere? Oh, it's in any of the storage, or it's in the Lasha ship. It's hangar hall. How many are in there? 150. There's 50 Baltium. You can do what you want with those. Oh, the blueprint. Dark Wii U is where I got it from. I just hit him up on Discord. I should push accept, huh? I should finish that trade. And it's not the fancy one. It's not the storage one with the lights. It's just the black cargo can one. I think it's 500,000. So it's not the super duper fancy ones that took all the lights. So yeah, I'm gonna move this one down. And it's painted black, but I'm sure you could change that. So we're gonna take this out. Dark Wii U had quit playing, and he and I talked the other night about some capital ship stuff, and then I saw he was on the Discord today, so maybe he'll come back. Oh, I should know better than running all the way across, because I just have to undo. I would love for Dark Wii U to come back and he and I collaborate on some capital ship stuff. And really figure some stuff out. He seems to be the current accepted subject matter expert. I'm just a hack at this point, so. And there are a lot of people who just think I'm full of shit, which, I mean, isn't a bad guess actually, but I have done a bit of research on it. 1, 2, 3, 4. But there's 2 schools of thought when it comes to capital ship framing, and mine is in the minority, so. Sasquatch, did you break your capital ship again? You had mentioned you wanted me to look at it. See, that's not terrible. I don't like the fact that I have to double up on these ends, but it's not the end of the world. Alright, so let's see. Are we... We still didn't catch this one. Damn it. We're gonna have to move it over. We're gonna have to move it over one. I thought if I went down, it would catch this, and I should have checked it. It does not. Damn it. It's not like I'm wasting anything but time, but not a big fan of wasting that either. Ah, it's broke. That's right. You had asked for the dev help before we fixed it. And then after we fixed it, Kai came in and he fixed it, so you don't have to worry about the frame being broken anymore. But you want it to be right anyways, which is fine. I will happily look at it. Is it around here? We can take a little break and run over there. Don't delete that, delete this. I like looking at the broken capital ships because it gives me a better understanding of what doesn't work. I'd like to practice on it until I get it working. Yeah, you did a bunch of fixes to it. Are you still getting disconnects? It wouldn't surprise me. The front of your ship was kind of haywire. Well, the front of it as I saw it. Alright, let's see if we fixed any. I'd love to get this section. Yeah, that part went away. But am I still too far over to, or do I need a cross member this way? Do we need cross members? That seems almost overkill. I mean, is that what's required? Does overkill even apply on this build? You guys gotta leave me alone. I know this is absurd. I want to get this done by EOSCon because I want to warp this into EOSCon and have everybody look at it. I think it would be cool for people to see a ridiculous capital ship. Is it just that one? Nope, it's still right there. So I need to do this. You're all for it. I know sometimes they take like field trips on ESCon to see some. Oh my gosh, the pink lines. I used to hate the green and white lines. I learned to like those, but the pink ones, when they're so bad. Unfortunately, they're super important. Yeah, that's where that needs to be. I'm not going to look at the pink lines. We're not going to turn around. We're just going to face this way and pretend like all those pink lines aren't there. I'm doing all that for one little section of pink. Because really the rest of these pink lines, not the rest, but a lot of them are at the bottom of the ship. So it's one of those, then one of these. I swear we'll go look at Sasquatch's ship. His ship is so cool. I haven't seen it since he's done a bunch of upgrades, but he's trying to make a flying origin station. He's not doing a half bad job at it either. I didn't see it right away. When the first time he showed me, I thought he was a little crazy, that I wasn't catching origin vibes. But then once I looked a bit closer, I could definitely see it in the build. Alright. There's so many lines that I'm trying to figure out which ones actually are applicable. This one is applicable. So we're gonna have to come, that one right there. So we're gonna have to come like down and over. I think the frames only have like a 5 width support area. Yeah, something. It's a number of centimeters. Nope, that doesn't go there. It's got to go underneath. Uh-oh, my headphones just beeped a bunch. Are they dying? No? Hold on a second. I may have turned something stupid on earlier. Why are you beeping? Oh, there we go. They were going to turn off after X number of minutes. I think that was a warning. So my headphones have this ability to turn off after so many minutes by themselves in case you leave them on, but it only lets you go to 99 minutes. So it's only a 2-digit time, and that's not enough time for me. 3, 4, 5, and if my counting is right, there's so many. I just need a number 2 pencil there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep. And then we put a number 2 there. A trick with frames is to triple however many you think you'll need. You mean as far as building them? Unfortunately, I don't think there are any tricks with frames. I think they're very straightforward. They're just misunderstood. They're kind of like a pit bull. They do exactly what they're supposed to do. People just don't understand what that is. So I don't like this doubling up, but it seems to make the frame fairy happy. So yep, I need to move this one. Where is the frame? Where is it? That one. That piece is that pink among all the other pink. All right. So how far over can I come and still support them both? Let's take this one out because it's gonna screw things up. Measurement wise it will anyways. Well, I had a little over 550 full length frames, and I'm down to 250 of those, and I don't even know how many of the shorter versions I had, but it's been a lot. Alright. Now we pick the frames, so nope, we're gonna need 2 of them. There's no way for me to support those and that at the same time, so we have to do 2. Okay, since we have to do 2, we'll move them over. You know, what's a little more weight? Oh, I did make class 2 though. Look at that. Where did that come from? Where did I need it now? Where is the... Oh, it's so hard to see. It's this one, so I need it here. I should put these on the... I should put these here. One, 2, and 4. And then I should zoom in like a normal person plays. 1, 4. Nope, don't do that. That's not where it goes. Ugh. I was at, you probably guys in Europe don't know this. I was at Costco, which is a huge like warehouse store here. It's like, I don't even know if you guys have them. Sam's Club or Costco, and they had 32-inch Dell monitors that were 1440p, so I guess you'd call that 2K. I did that wrong. They were 2K and they were 100 hertz, so they weren't great, but they weren't terrible, and they were only $250 for a 1440p 100 hertz. I almost did it, and then I was like, my graphics card might not like. You have Costco in the UK? That's good. Hello, Mustuga. 4, 5. Yeah, they had that. I almost walked away with 2 of them, but I'm thinking I'm not sure my graphics card at this point could handle 2 32-inch monitors. I'm always looking for a reason to buy a new computer. Framing day? It's going to be, I think May is now framing month. There's, if you've not been here, there are so many pink lines that you can't see. If this, watch. So it looks all good here, right? Look at that. Framing looks great. But if we slowly pan, looking good, looking good. Oh my gosh, not looking so good. We're a little shy on framing in a few places. Oh, but look at that. How is that all supported? Why are these not pink anymore? So I'm running a 2070 Super, which is not a great. You need to place 1 beam on all 4 cubes. I'm probably going to have to do the cross beams to catch the bottom of those. Rafters? No? The rafters are no longer? Oh, that one is. Just... Apparently it doesn't... Oh, that's weird. Just this one little... When I'm saying rafters, it's those fake ones I built in the shuttle bay that hang down, and apparently they're too far. So we have to put these in. It's really hard to see, but I actually think there's one square over there that's not supported for some reason. But other than that, I think this entire top section is supported. There's one there. And one there. That seems really weird that just these 2 little sections aren't supported. Everything else is. We're at 85%. I'm not terribly happy about 85%. I think that's because these need to be 1s. And with those being 1s, I don't think I can do it. Because then there would be the option to do some switching. Everything else is nice and a nice tight framework. Oh, I got rid of my Minecraft entrance over here. Let's see, it's going to be 1. Oh, it's 1 panel. Oh, it's a decorative panel on the inside. And there's 1 decorative panel there. I'm wondering if we can... I don't like doing stuff like this, but it did it work? It's an extra beam for no reason. One there, 2 over. See, it doesn't, it went down because these beams aren't doing anything. They're only connected to... Now does that put that back up? That should be pink again. Yeah. That took us from... See, we're at 84% with these new cheater little sections in. They actually hurt the framing. Does that go to 85? No, it doesn't actually seem to hurt it. Sure, it's not great for it. Alright, what about just two? What if we just do two singles? Does that hurt anything? Oh. No, and it gets rid of... I got the two square cages mostly clear, but the middle needs a bit of a frame, and I'm running short. I may have to hurt on what I placed. I'll have to come see what you were working on. $84, still stays at 84 and gets rid of that. I don't like that, but it is what it is. But if we look, that whole top section, oh, it doesn't stay. I forget about that. That whole top section, there's no pink there. All the pink lines emanate from there, but there isn't any pink actually up there, which is good. Alright, let's what I'll do is we'll run over and we'll take a look at Sasquatch's ship and see, do I still have build rights over there, Sasquatch? If you want, we'll run over and take a peek at your ship. Oh boy, that's a big cap ship project. Yeah, it's a little large. I've not seen one any bigger than that. You should. I haven't logged that all. Okay, excellent. So we'll run over there. Let's turn off build mode so we can get less embarrassed. Yes, Mustuga, this is it's the largest cap ship I've seen. I'm sure there are some people that have gone all the way to 54 zones. This one's not quite. It's only 48-ish zones, which is okay. That's my little ship over there. That one's only 2 zones. Yeah, once we get in the ship, I'll go position us a little further and you can take a look at what the shape is. The image on screen is the reference image for the cap ship. Alright, so let's turn you on. Let's figure out which direction. Well, we'll go over here first. We'll get a better look at it. Not my design, it's just an image I found. I think that's from either ArtStation or Pinterest or one of those sites where I just kept going down a rabbit hole of Googling, I don't know, futuristic spaceships or something. And I was specifically looking for something that was fairly flat and long and wide because of the orientation of the zones on a capital ship. You're really limited to what you can build, but you can see it there if that gives you an idea of what we're going for. I think I did okay with following the initial shape. So let's see, we also have to figure out where we're going. Freelancer, the Brass Beehive, there it is, the IPS El Dorado, that's where we're going. Oh boy, that's a big one. Oh, it's utterly, absurdly large. I'm guessing it's going to take 50 or 60 engines at a minimum. I've actually never heard, at least not been said to me. That's definitely not a comment I've ever Don't I have lag with that? Very little. I don't see any more lag with it than I do anything else. I mean, the game itself just lags a little bit here and there, but just when I'm around that capital ship, I don't notice any more. The only time I do catch a little lag is when I'm turning on the build mode, and it has to generate all those stupid pink lines when past the zones. Like when I'm moving in between the zones of the ship. Is that what you mean? Yeah, no. Actually, I have not had any lag. When in between the zones of this. A 30-second freeze? Oh no, nothing like that. Yeah, I certainly don't have anything like that. I might have a stutter, but nothing of any real consequence. All right, so let's see here. Well, before I turn on the build zones, let's take a look around. This is one of Sasquatch's ships. This one's called the IPS. You can't find your own beacon. Let's see. I just passed one very closely. Which one was that? Which one did we just go past? Freelancer's ship. Go towards Freelancer's ship. It's only 1,000 meters from me. Can you see Freelancers? I lose. So this was the IPS El Dorado. This is supposed to be reminiscent of Origin. He's tried to stay in the build style of Origin. So here's his big hangar hall. And last time I saw this, the only two things he had were this is the mechanics of it. This is where his thrusters and devices are. And he had this hangar here. But it was broken. So he's added all of this fun stuff. At the front, look, he's got a little ore tower. And he's got a big landing zone there. And those look like the signs that on Origin that say like, what do they say, fuel or refuel? Yeah, he's done a good job of trying to keep that aesthetic. So, but he said it's broken, so. I'm not seeing beams. There they are. Whew. Okay. Wow, this is way better than it was. Okay, and you're saying currently it's broken? These concern me a little bit. Let me look on the other side. It's almost stable. Yeah, it fails the integrity because of zone 5. So you're pretty sure it's out there? It was until you added the ore tower. You didn't change anything else? So let's run over there and find out. Let's use this walkway. I mean, that's why it's here. Just plate stuff mostly. Alright, so this is zone 4. So everything worked until you added zone 5. I would assume it's this here. It's these. Is my assumption. I'll have to, let's see if we can, I don't have any beams. So there's no, see how there's no line here? Because it's a single beam. And there's no line here. I imagine there's no line here. Okay. So if you turn these 3 beams, this one, if you use a 1, a 2, and a 1, and then the same on, yeah, if you do, so these are either like 2 mediums, yeah, if you just switch those to 2 mediums, then it should, that should fix it. It's because there's no green line. It doesn't see this last zone as connected to the rest of the ship. I'm sure I could steal them from somewhere, but I'll let you. I don't want to end up like Django, where I had 400 pieces of his ship in my inventory. I mean, and you think I'm joking, but I think I had at least 400 when I gave them back. I left a huge stack of windows and plates and beams everywhere. There he is, incoming. All right, so yeah, that beam here, this one over here, this beam here, if you switch it for some 2s. Yeah, I probably have some of Django's parts. Well, there was that one day I spent probably 2 hours and I disassembled most of his ship. And then both of these, this one and that other one that doesn't have a green line behind you. Oh, that one was probably okay. It's this one here that goes between the zones. This one here. This one, yeah, that one there. Yep. And then this is the other one here. This should be it, though. Has it flown since you put these angles on? Those angles look sketchy to me because there's no lines, but I'm not sure they're necessary. Okay. You can take that beam back. I just didn't want it in my inventory. Alright, now let's go try it out. Maybe. This is 100% a guessing game. Are all the controls up there at the top? These purple little resource bins are neat. I did! The ore tower plate? That's awesome! That's a decal that Sasquatch made. Do I have it? Hold on guys, one sec. Sorry about that. Doctor was calling to set up or to verify an appointment. Oh, no, that's a ship one. Oh, I don't have permissions to fast travel you, so I can't check it. You'll have to come up and check it. I have a chip in my inventory, but I don't have permissions to actually warp the ship, so it won't let me look. I like the board here, where you drop down into the... That's kind of cool. You're just gonna let his ship slam into this? Hey, that's what I saw I Prefer Pie was flying the other day. I can't see it. Anything? Nope, still fails. Alright. Let's go look some more. I thought that was going to be a quick, easy fix. Something else must not be connected is all. Maybe delayed from loading. Well, yeah, there's always that. I could, let me main menu. Sometimes it has to reload the ship for you. Maybe that fixed it. I main menued. Let's see if it does any better. So this part looks good, except there's no green lines holding those. Oh, it runs through though. So there are. There's at least a little bit. I don't like that, but those don't look connected to me because these are all a single beam and there's no green lines in them. But he said it flew like that. So, you see the decal? Look at that decal. That's crazy. All right. I'm looking to see if everything has a connection. It is a very... Oh! Warp frame optimization, 62%. That might be part of your problem. Is the warp frame optimization is very low. And that just has to do with the length of these green lines. More than 60 is good, so... I don't know if there's a threshold or not. What are these things? What are these things on the top? Like what even are those? Station parts. Interesting. Well, they don't show pink, so ooh, what is... Oh, that's a single beam. These are all connected. We got green lines everywhere. Everything's connected now. Yes, or is there still no green line there? I never checked that. So here there's no green line. Down here, Mustuga. Even though we switched this to a double, it's not seeing. It's putting this beam in that half as part of the, I think, is part of the problem. So there's, see how there's no green line here? So can you put 2 singles in there maybe? Well, and then does this one, is this green lined on this side? So it doesn't see, it's still, the other side isn't connected. So let's see. We got a little weirdness here, so let's try just that. That's a single and a double. Maybe. We've got lines everywhere now, though. There's a lot of places you could make, you could fix the frame optimization with singles and doubles, but like it went up 1% even just with that little bit. Do I have anything in my inventory? I have one double. Does warp frame percent go zone by zone? Oh, it's zone by zone. Yeah, I've done a lot of research with the green line in the beam. I mean, you can fiddle around and get the warp frame percentage up by up into the upper 90s. I think 98 is the highest I've seen. The tank farm zone is 60. So, I mean, in order to fix the warp frame optimization, you're just going to need a lot of doubles and singles, and that's an easy fix. This is 75. It's passed. Ha! See? Now it's fixed. See, maybe I do know what I'm talking about. I am not an idiot. I feel like the crackpot professor, though, when I try to explain what to do. People think I'm dumb. Well, that is 60. So a lot of that has to do with these angled beams. It takes being a tiny bit brave, yeah? It certainly does. I mean, when you get it all done, you and I can go back through and fix all of these. It's hard to build. It's hard to be creative when you're trying to optimize at the same time. So you and I are just doing the opposite. We're doing the same thing, trying to build something out of the ordinary, but we're doing it differently. You're building organically from the beginning to the end, and I went straight. I wanted all of the shape done first. So with a few hours and a lot of frames, I could get your warp frame optimization up probably into the 80s without any problem. I just see places where there's either no lines. If any time you see a place with no lines, you should come back and fix it. Because you have quite a few of those, and they can cause problems. Yeah, it is a bit of a sled, but it's very creative. I like it, and I'm glad we could fix it. A lot of them are just, a lot of the warp frame optimization is just because you have little single beams stuck here and there, and if you were to just get lines in those, it would be just fine. It looks fantastic though. I love it. And I'm glad it works again. Alright, you take care. I'll see you later. We're gonna run back to the other ship. I got another 45 minutes. Anytime, Sasquatch, anytime. I have to leave here at 5:30, which is not a little over an hour from now. I have to take, yes, shocker, but I have to take kids to soccer games. Every day of the week is soccer day. Alright, now we're looking for the Vasa Shepet. Cinco Chagas, Vasa Shepet. I want to see how far away we can be and still see it. I think it's pretty far. We'll see when it renders in. I'm gonna go slow to give it time to render if it's going to. I wonder if render distance is just static. Like, is it just 1,000? I always thought it rendered in sooner than that. There, it's got to render in soon. Oh, there it is. It's just in the, it's in the fog. Oh, I should pay attention to asteroids. There it is in the fog. I don't know if you can see it. We're kind of upside down on it. Let's rotate. See if we can get the right angle on it. Gosh, that is big. If this gets you any sort of concept, this little space right there is to support 10 rings of a thruster. That'll support, I think it leaves 2 sticking out the back, but that will hold a full-size, it'll hold a full-size thruster in that little space there. So I want to put this thing kind of where I'm working, so when I do go get back in it, it's in a good spot. Okay. Can we stop now? Stop moving, that'd be great. Alright, that should do. Because if I go any lower, I'll be in the build zone, right? The key is to put this thing outside the build zone, but inside the safe zone, and then the advanced crafting bench that's in there will still function. So if I look at this now, this one's still separated on the edges, but oh, we're so much better than we were. So much better. I hate the 84%. I'm gonna have to get I'm gonna have to do a little better with the 84%. Figure out where I'm losing so much warp frame integrity. I knew I was gonna lose a whole bunch just naturally, but oh, I don't know what those are there. I didn't put it. Ah, Sasquatch did that. I see it. Alright, let's jump in there and see what we can do. Here. Okay. Let's see, yep. We're gonna take these out for now. I just want to... Oh, I'm just taking all the things out that I don't want to. I see what he was doing. He's trying to support all this stuff, which is necessary and makes sense. So in order to do that, can we run a long beam the whole length instead and still support all this? Oh, this is the... Nope, it won't. Because this is the end of the zone, the beams... He's right, the beams have to be this way. So what do we have there? A 4, which means we can use a 1. And and then a 4, and then a 4, and then a 2 maybe, and a 1. Well, that's inside these panels. Well, those panels, I know exactly what those panels do, so we can use a different panel there. Another 2? Nope, can't use a 2. We can use a 1. And that gets us just about halfway. And then, in order to support this, we're gonna have to kind of do like we did up there. We can come down with a box and get this whole side. That side's not a big deal. This side's gonna be a little trickier. I think we're gonna end up doing just like Sasquatch is doing it. We're just gonna use the little different technique. I think he was on the right page. I think we're gonna use 3 there. That'll get us the longest. No, we can't use 3 there, damn it. Because it will, if I use a single on the end, it'll cause problems. And now a 4. And a 4. And I suppose a 2 and a 1? Nope, a 2 and a 2. Oh, definitely can't reach over there. So, 2s it is. This is where things kind of get weird. You want the longest beam you can manage without interfering with other stuff. So let's see, we want this and this. Now we're gonna put the 4 this way because I don't like putting singles in a row. Alright. Did we gain anything? No, we're still at 84%. And some look at that. One little piece is not supported. There's one little sliver of something there not supported. Do we need to move this whole thing? If we move it up 1, does that fix the problem? Yes. Of course it does. Single, single, single. Let's see if it doesn't cause any more problems somewhere else. Okay. Like so. A 1 and a 2. Now I can do another 1 and a 4 and a 1 and a 4 and a 1. Then we had 2 separate 2s on this end. If we do the other side, I think that will Still only 84%, but we'll see if we fix the other side, if that helps. And then these, I have to build a whole bunch of these. That's not in the right spot. So much plating left to do too. I thought I was telling myself I was just about done with the plating. I was so very wrong. I mean, I'm happy with the plating that I've done, but we're not there yet. Definitely not there yet. Is there a hole there now? Oh, I took something off. Okay, now we need to do the same thing on this side, but I don't have any beams to connect it to here. So I will have to run a beam. I knew I was going to have to run a beam here, but how far down can we run it to get the most out of it? So there, what if I put a long one? Does that connect? Does that catch these top ones? It does not. If we run it up here, what about there? Alright, that'll do. That's as low as we can go. This should go all the way across. Oh, I see the issue there. See how there's no line up there and there's a short line here? That's a definite place that needs fixed. So like this line and this one are not. So we need a 2 probably, and a 2 and a 1. And a 1, and a 1, and a 1. Let's see if make sure this doesn't. Yeah, can't have a 1. Can't have a 1. It's gonna have to be a 2. That way it can't interfere with any of these. These ones can be 1s for now. Now we went to, where's our warp frame? Score. Still at 84%. Not happy with that. You're like 7% done. You still have to plate the food court and the auditorium and the courthouse. Yeah, I haven't even touched the kiddie pool or any of that stuff yet. I still have a ways to go. The ice cream parlor's not in. I mean, it's not like you're giving me any help either. Jeez, you could have come in and at least put up wallpaper. Nope, it's gonna have to be this one. Can only go so far. Alright. I like how it just like melts away the pink. Pepto-Bismol pink, because it gives you a bit of heartburn to do this. Warp frame, look at that, we went from 87 to 90 just by putting that one in. Alright, now we need to come down here, figure out where this one is. One more up. Let's see if we put this one across. That's where it's got to be. I'm like 7%. I don't even think I'm 7% done. But to be honest, this sort of project doesn't scare me. %91%. We're going up. Alright. You can't see through these windows anyways, so we're gonna... Oh, why does that just stops there? Oh, because this will be a frame. We'll just go ahead and put this frame in. This frame runs all the way down there. It just doesn't... You just can't see it yet because I haven't run it the entire length. But it will. So I have to... Let's turn this off so I can see. Well, how many thrusters do you have now? In my brain, I'm thinking 100 for mine. And that's an absurd number. 9. Yeah, I'm thinking 100 will be the requirement. 3. And 11. Please go all the way. 12. All right. Now let's turn on and see what the Pepto-Bismol, the heartburn, looks like. That's a little better. Right? First, I can't even see the opening in the... Oh, that's not so bad. I really only need... I need to continue this all the way, of course. And then we'll have to branch over as far as we can and take another one down. And this is what's always frustrating, is there's beams right here, but they're in the next zone, so they don't count. So we'll continue this down. Did I put a single on the end? I did. We're gonna keep it going. $143. Yeah, that's a lot. This is way bigger than Xenon's too. I mean, don't tell him that. I mean, who's measuring? So let's see, if we need to come over... Let's try this and see if that's... If that catches all these. Nope. One more up, I think, is really all the room. Or we're gonna have to come up with a different... I think I've only got enough room for... He had like 46, although I think he's rebuilt half of it now. Oh, come on. Yeah, I don't think Xenon's been out here. Is it not going to fit there? It looks like it should fit there just fine. Nope, definitely not going to fit there, so... Oh, that was nice of me. I'm just deleting huge chunks of stuff. Alright, see, that worked. Except for those. What do I have here? Can I get rid of these? Is there something out here I can do with this? What are we looking at? No, I really can't do much with those. I'm gonna have to support them. I don't like doing that, but I don't really see another way there. Is that a single on the end? It is. That's gonna have to be a double, that's all there is to it. Yeah, someone had a shit ton. I remember somebody saying 98 I've seen. I don't remember who it was though. Cause 98's a lot. But I can imagine this needing it. Oh, come on, you're serious? What if I come over one more? Ah, it's so... It's such a puzzle. I don't mind the sloping beams, as long as I can get a bunch of them. I might... Oh, we're so close. How am I gonna... You need like 10 just for the SSC section. Well, up till it jumped up to class 2, which I don't know how it did that. It used to tell me what the voxel amount was. Like this current area has 6 million, but the one above it has like 12. I'm right at like 50 million kilovoxels already. What if, can I come down one more? Does that do it? Oh, that did it. That's perfect. Sort of. So I need a single and a double. And then I can do another single. Well, you gotta remember this is like, it's stupid big. I'm never gonna be able to use it to fly anywhere, because it's gonna take like 20 Carnite filler tools just to go to Elysium. So it's gonna be more something I show off than anything. Like, it's definitely not gonna be a daily driver. So I just wanted to build something absurdly sized, and that's gonna do it. This will meet that requirement. Yeah, I might end up using your angled beams. If I angle some beams here and I angle some there, it makes a nicer... It'll make a nicer thing. So let's try some of your angled beams and see how it works. The problem I have with angled beams is there's some... In order to get them to connect really well, it has to be just right. Like, I can't put one there. So we're gonna have to move up a beam. Come on. You need to go up one like this. Did that match? That did. Okay. So we do that. Now we're gonna get... And like, I can't make a three-way intersection anywhere. So let's... So let's follow this roof down. I think I have to use this one first. That'll start, and then I have to use these after that, I think. Hopefully it's close enough to that corner. It seems to be. And then if we work our way downwards... Oh man, it doesn't like the... I don't use the triangle ends at all because there's no way to... There's no way to get a green line in a triangle piece. One of those triangle ends, there's absolutely no way to get a green line in it. Because you can't put two of them together. So I'm gonna end up doing maybe really. Let me see. I have those triangle pieces somewhere. I've never been able to get a green line to go into a triangle piece. It's always its own. I'll put one in my. I have some in my inventory. I built a bunch of them thinking I was going to use them, but I couldn't get. I couldn't get them to connect. I don't even know how you would use it in this situation. I suppose I need a single one there, and then one of these. Yeah, there's no way to. You can't fit them. Like it won't fit in that gap, will it? Like it looks like it should. Stop falling. Time to head off later, A-Dub. Yeah, see, like I can't fill this. There's no way to. I put a single here and try to connect it to the other side, maybe? Oh, like that. That's what you're saying. See, but what I'm saying is this green line. Oh, Dr. Barbecue. I remember you on the see how there's no green line? Like it fits here, but it's a box that doesn't connect. It's just a floating white box. It didn't connect to these because it's a different piece. That's the only reason I haven't used them. I've never been able to get it to go to count as a. So how do I connect these? Do I need to... And I don't think I can even use one of these. Let's see. Does that... See? See how this line does not, it doesn't, it won't join anything with the exact same piece. With those diagonal ones. So it has to be like this. And then how do I connect this? I have to move over one, I suppose. It's really the only option there. So these will have to come over like a single one here maybe. And then we'll go up like this. Oh, come on. I think it has to be like this. In order for everything to be a single white... See, like this didn't connect either. I'll have to... I suppose it's got to be like this. So everything is tied in, everything's connected. I think that'll work. It looks better. For sure. For sure, for sure. Alright, let's work with that. Now we need a single... I see in a row next to each other, you'll get your green lit. They do, but only if they're the exact same one. Like, only... So this shape will get you a green line. But if you stick a triangle on the... Oh, stop jumping. If you stick a triangle on the end of it, it's its own box. You don't get a... There's no line going into that. It doesn't see it as a... And if I stick one of these on the other end, it doesn't... It sees that as a completely different piece too. Even though they all look the same. Let's turn these off. See, they look like they're all one thing. They look connected, but that's three different... It sees that as only the center... Oh, would you stop that? Triangles in a row next... Right, but I can't mix them. It's, I can't use the... Like that, maybe? Is that what you're saying? So yeah, see, I'd have to use a million of these little triangles to make a really busy beam, I guess. Nope, and they gotta be all the same way. Yeah, but the thing is, you can use a bunch of triangles to make it, but you can't mix these like you can the squares. So I think it does work in this situation, but it's definitely not as straightforward as just using square beams. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3. Looking at my cap, you'll see what I mean. Alright. Where's my ship? I think I put it close this time. It's still a long ass way, but it's closer. That's his capital ship right over there, so it's not very far. We'll go take a look and see what he means. Because I've not been able to get those angled beams to do anything other than connect the lines if they're the same piece. Like, I can't get them to mix at all and maintain any sort of warp frame integrity. Every time I use them, my warp frame integrity always takes a dive. After this, we'll have to call it, because I have things I have to do as a grown-up. And I wish I could do this full-time, but it doesn't pay the bills. Because I could certainly spend all day doing this, but I think my wife would divorce me on top of that. Alright, he's got a big safe zone, so we don't have to actually even get close. Alright, are we gonna crash? Ha, we didn't crash. We'll turn the start off. Let's get out of the seat. Starting to look good. Alright, so let's see what we're looking at. Let's, how do we get inside? This is the upper deck. How do we get in this thing, Django? I need the down elevator. Is there a door somewhere? Oh, there's an opening. We'll go in here. Okay. Let's look at the glass. Right, well that's, yeah, this is how I was doing it. But there's no little triangles in there, at least in that piece. Oh, you're saying this piece. This diagonal is what you're talking about. I see. I see what you're talking about now, Django. He's talking about, see this little, he's got a row of frames right here that are all the triangles that let him frame right up against it. I gotcha. I see it, I see it. Alright, now let's go back and see if I can somehow implement that. Where is... There's no obvious out, Django. Are there windows here in the back? Okay, there it is. There's out. Alright, I see what you did. Let's go see if we can implement that. I have to go, though. So I'm gonna go put this ship away. I don't even have extra, like, mess around time. I have to be out of the door in 20 minutes. And then I have about a 35-minute drive. And then it'll be 2+ hours of soccer games. And then I come home and go to a different soccer game. I love soccer though, so it's not really a complaint. I hate the driving constantly, but I love soccer. There's Vasa Shepit. We'll head back over there. So it looks like you're at 22 million kilovoxels. That's pretty nice. I have no idea when mine became a class 2. I don't know when that oh, you can just see it. Look, we're 1,700 meters away and you can just see it. Maybe not on your screen, but at 1,800 meters I could start seeing the wireframe of it. It's ridiculous. It's utterly ridiculous. But I was worried about making all the thrusters because you need so much yttrium and leucium. But I've been surface mining and just getting loads of it. Plus I'm getting Zallium as well, which I'll probably end up selling off or trading the Zallium for some of the other minerals. Alright, hit the brakes. This thing has an emergency brake. You hit the emergency brake. Well, the surface, where I'm mining at this point, you get leucium, yttrium, Zallium, Cootonium, Carnite, a little bit of Valkite, and Nergite. And the only thing I throw away is the Nergite and the Valkite. Excellent. Excellent. I'm glad you were able to catch up with Cerulean. So, alright, I'm going to tell everybody, thank you so much for today. I've got to take off. Thank you, if you're still here, Brewster, thank you so much for your help in the SSC. Thank you, Sasquatch, for coming over. Dirty, Django. It was Mustuga. You guys all have a good day. It was nice talking to you, Dr. Barbecue. And I'll see you all tomorrow. You guys have a great night. Take it easy and take care. Later.